Today we're going to have a look at the Discovery 55 EUPRAXIA. Here she is at Berthon, just having her shut down and getting ready to come ashore with us. She is a 2008 yacht and she is hull number 27 of this extraordinary benchmark bluewater cruising yacht. See the transom with those lovely teak steps, substantial davits and rib, which has a cover of course. She has never been painted, so her top sides are looking very good, and they have been wrapped and will be uncovered to see the virgin gel coat beneath. Now we're just going to pop on board. Teak decks have been well loved and never over scrubbed and are looking very good indeed. As with all Disco 55s, everything comes back to the cockpit, and so you don't leave the cockpit to handle the boat. She's got this great self-tacking jib, furling rig, and she has a twin headstay arrangement which gives you lots of versatility. Lovely swept-back spreaders, so no runners, and all white painted with the spinnaker pole stowed on the mast. Another one, as you can see, stowed to starboard. And then we come forward, furling on the self-tacker, and then there's a low-cut jib forward. Great for goose swinging, good substantial anchoring arrangement. And here we've got an absolutely enormous forward lazarette. It has been quite tidied up so that you can get an idea of the volume. It really is enough for a few bodies down there. Gin and tonic seats, or dolphin seats I should say, forward. And then the signature deck saloon arrangement. Very handsome superstructure look and feel. Windows there are all in good shape. And the aft one of these side lockers is where the gas bottles live. Two types of gas, which is great, with a regulator. The locker forward of it is a really useful place for putting stuff. It was originally designed for the life raft, but now most people keep the life raft on the push pit, as with EUPRAXIA. All in lovely shiny shape. She's got a bimini, and in fact that will tuck back if it's not in use. The main sheet is outside the cockpit, so it doesn't get in the way. Dorades are protected. Gin and tonic seats, not at the front but at the back. And antennas on this little stainless steel mast. And there's the current fitting for the life raft. She's got these two deep lockers aft. Each go right down to the ship's side, and they contain an enormous amount of storage. And there's also a ledge on each side. She comes with full safety gear, very smart barbecue with a bayonet on the deck. And then you can see her lovely safe cockpit with her varnished cockpit table with two leaves. Comfortable seating for 4 to 6 people. And then here's the adjuster and also the controls for her bathtub, which we're looking at now. If you don't intend to bath in it, it's absolutely the best place to wash salty sails or oilies, and small people also have great fun in it. This pedestal has all the lighting, bow thruster controls, and you've also got the autopilot and ray marine, as well as main engine controls and throttle for the main engine. You've got repeaters just there, and this is the main control for the furling and unfurling of all three sails. Electric winch to manage the controls for the furling of the two front sails. Now we're down below aboard EUPRAXIA, and of course the first thing that you notice is these great ocean air blinds, shut to preserve the cherry woodwork but allowing you vision all around. The two front side windows are openers, and just on the starboard side this is a chart table, or could be a pilot berth if you wished. And then we go up into the signature Discovery 55 Nav Station, which is the place to be when you are watchkeeping offshore. You get really good vision, you've got the communications and all the navigation there. As you can see, there are only 3 steps down into the main saloon, so she's very easy to work around and to live on board. Main control panel here. She's also fitted with central heating throughout. Lots and lots of light coming in, and here we've got the chart drawer, which is a nice thing to have even today. And this locker is for very important equipment. And here there's yet more storage. The thing about the Discovery is there are areas to store things absolutely everywhere. They really are TARDISes. Now we go through this corridor, and just here is the oily locker. It's got a drain. And then you can see the main saloon again before we go through this watertight door. On the Discovery 55 there is a crash bulkhead in front of this double guest cabin, and another crash between the forward Lazarette and the anchor locker. This is a lovely light and airy place, and it has good storage, so if you've got guests staying on board for some time, that's absolutely no problem. All the cabins have fans so that you can circulate the air. We're now going back into the corridor. There's the main mast and into an upper and lower berth guest cabin. These are big berths, there's ample room everywhere. It's a comfortable place to stay, and as with the other guest cabin, there is acres of storage. This one's full of linen at the moment, which has all been laundered and put away for her new owner. And all the cockpit cushions are in there. Very smart they look too. Across the corridor into the heads compartment, which is shared with both guest cabins. Big shower stall with plenty of headroom, which isn't always the case. Corian surface. There's also plenty of storage here for toiletries and all that sort of stuff. And a heated towel rail, which is essential if you're not going to have soggy towels all the time. Here's Harry, our photographer, and he's filming EUPRAXIA today. Then we're going back through this corridor, and here's the main saloon. It's flat screen TV on the aft bulkhead, so that when everybody is gathered to watch a movie, everybody has good vision. And then down into this fantastic galley. Has loads of storage, and look at all the working space. It really is very good. We've got a 4-burner oven and grill, which is gimbaled, of course. Twin sink. And above it is a double height opener so that you can hand soup and stuff straight up to the cockpit. This is really neat, this drainer, which is covered for extra work surface when you need it. Microwave, and beneath the microwave on the right hand side there is a larder, which is great to have. And now we're going to have a look at these extraordinary fridges, starting with the freezer. This is seriously enormous. It goes right out to the ship's side, so there's lots of space for frozen food here. And then by the side of it is a full-size refrigerator. Cherry veneer on the doors so that they don't stand out too much. And again, this is a proper sized fridge for living on board for long periods. And then off we go into the owner's cabin, large double berth. There is masses and masses of storage. All the berths have lee cloths. Nice opening port in the transom, which is a lovely feature. The light just floods in. On EUPRAXIA you've got wardrobes port and starboard, which again gives you more places to keep stuff, and you can actually hang up dresses and suits, which is, you don't need many of them, but it's nice to be able to take a few. Dressing table with beveled mirror, which is lovely. And now we're in the owner's heads, which again is very smart, and another heated towel rail into the very big shower. And as with all discoveries, she has a full-sized washer dryer, so you don't have some marine tiny thing that you can't get anything into. This is a really lovely area. And here is the door into the engine room. She's got a Yanmar 160 horse, which just had a very full service and is being shut down because she's coming ashore. There's a sea chest in front of that, which means you don't have loads of holes in the hull. There's the water maker and the filters. An exhaust, you can see the water maker, there's a little note saying that that's been shut down. The bilges are absolutely spotless. The owners have just returned from a North Atlantic circuit, and they have been very diligent about shutting everything down and servicing everything so that her new owner will have a yacht that is ready for the next venture. And she is absolutely lovely. Now back we come again and into that super main saloon. 2008 EUPRAXIA Discovery 55.